Welcome to our live session where growth is chosen and limits are broken. Oh, 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 oh. We rise together, we don't quit. One bold step, we commit. Strong in life.
Hello,
Yes.
everyone.
Hello.
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome. Thank you so much for spending part of your evening with us tonight. My name is Katie. I am a mom of two daughters. I am a wife. I'm from Albania. I live in New York, USA. I work as a part time babysitter. And I'm also doing this online business, which is a game changer for me. I'm really excited to be here with all of you and with these amazing ladies who will be sharing their thoughts and experiences. Tonight, we're talking about something that can truly change the speed of our growth in
Shit.
life.
Get out.
Many, many people think they need more information to succeed, but the truth is, information is everywhere. We can read books, we can watch videos, listen to podcasts, yet so many people still feel stuck. Why? Because growth isn't only about what we know, it's also about who we surround ourselves with, who guide us, and the environment we place ourselves in. The people around us can either inspire us to move forward or keep us staying still. Tonight, we'll talk about the power of community, mentorship, accountability, and why the right environment can help us become a better version of ourselves and building for the future. So let's get started. I would love to introduce our first speaker. She is Lois.
Okay, thank you so much, Eddie, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Lois. I'm originally from Kenya, but currently I live in Oregon, USA, together with my family. I'm grateful to be here. I'm a legal assistant professional and a proud digital business owner. And today is the day we come to tell you about more about where you can get your information from. And I am going to be telling you that information is everywhere. And just to say this, that information is power, but it loses its power if it is not used very well. And the most interesting thing is that in this world, in the world that we are currently living in, it's no longer difficult for you to get any information that you desire or you want to get about just by a click of a button, because you can find it as long as you have internet connection and you have a smartphone. So, and if right now you're watching us and you can see us, I'm sure you have the opportunity to get the answers that you're looking for. So, I sorry about that. Oh,
Yes.
technology never came with everybody, so sorry about that. And I just saw a message pop up, and that distracted my mind, but it is good to distracted you. That's why I'm saying information is everywhere, because just by being on this, I got some information and I changed the whole setting. So that is not what we're talking about. If you want to learn something new, even if you're in school, you want to start a business and you have no idea on how to go about it, it's very easy for you to do that. All you have to do is search, because the website has got a lot of information and it is everywhere. But the question is, how are you using that information? Because the information you get, what matters most is how you use it. Because if you want to improve your health, you can be able to look for the information and get to improve the. God. get the information that you want. Sorry, there was some noise on the background, so I was getting distracted.
It's
Get
okay.
the information that you want. So, what I'm trying to say, the knowledge that you get from looking for the information is what drives or gives you the action to take for you to get the transformation that you want. Because you may have the information, but if you don't decide to use that information wisely, you're not going to get anywhere. So, my question to you is this: what is that piece of information that you've learned recently or maybe right now that you're ready to apply? And are you ready to look for the information that you need to look for you to get to the next step wherever you want to? Because you may think that we all had this information about this business, but we did not. We looked for the information. We did not just sit back at our houses and wait for the information to find us. No. If you're trying to invest some money, you also go to look out for the information. Look at what is going to yield the return on investment on whatever you want to invest in, may it be shares, bonds, or whatever it is. That is what I'm saying. In short, what I'm trying to say, there is no way somebody can say, I'm short of information. I don't know how to put this, but there's no way you can say that I'm short of information, because information is everywhere. But you have to take the initiative for you to look for it wherever it is. And after getting that information, you decide, this is the way I'm going to use this information. And you use it for your own benefit, not for to lower yourself. Because as I started saying that information is power, what makes it not lose its powerness is how you use that information. Thank you so much. Back to you, Katie.
Thank you so much, Lois. I love that reminder that information alone doesn't create results, action does. And often it's the people around us who help us take that actions, right? So, yes, let's go to our second speaker. She is Jimmy. Us take that actions, right? So, yes, let's go to our second speaker. She is Jimmy.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I was muted. I hope everyone is doing well. And I am Jimmy from, everyone hear me? This is Jimmy from Chicago, USA. So I am presenting today, going to talk about the importance of community. So we know that life becomes easier when we know we're not alone. A strong community is one of the biggest assets in any business. That means that when you work alone, you only have your own ideas, your own experience, and your own motivation. But working together, becoming a part of the community, you gain access to collective knowledge, you get support, you get tons of encouragement and inspiration by seeing other people's stories and sharings and their experiences. So in any business, success is not just about what you know, it is also about who you connect with. In my opinion, a good community helps you to learn faster from others' experiences, like I just mentioned earlier. And it helps us to stay motivated during challenges. It helps us to build our confidence and leadership skills, which can be very beneficial into our long run. It creates meaningful relationships and open the doors to our new opportunity. Think about it: when one person succeeds and they inspire others. When someone faces a challenge, the community helps them find the solutions. So together we grow strong. That's why in today's digital world, community is more valuable than ever. We are no longer limited by geography. We can connect with people across cities, states, and even countries, sharing our ideas and supporting each other's growth. The most successful businesses they're not built by individual alone. If you see it, there is so many lives engaged and resources and support. They're built by communities of people who believe in one common vision. So alone we can go fast, but together we can go much farther. We have heard that saying. And a strong community doesn't just grow a business, it transforms life. Thank you so much. Back to
Thank
you,
you.
Katie.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. Community really does make a difference. Sometimes knowing we're not alone gives us the courage to keep going when things get difficult. So, and the next speaker will be Loretta.
Yes, thank you, Katie. Hello, everyone. I am Loretta Petrosyan. I live in USA, California. I am originally from Iran. I am Iranian Armenian.
You can
And
unmute yourself,
here,
Loretta.
beside my administrative job, I am only an online business owner. Jimmy talked about community, and I want to talk about the most important person that is actually the first person that you will meet inside a community in our business, and that is the mentor. Mentorship is very important in our business because mentor is going to save you a big amount of time in your journey toward your success. Mentor is the person that will show you the way, will show you how to start, where to go, what is the shortcut, what is the best way to go. Mentor is the person that will not allow you to go through the same mistakes that he or she has gone through, and also the mistakes that mentor has learned from the team that they have gone and it was not correct. So mentor is a person that will be with you, will be just not further than just a call or a text with you. And mentor is the person that will be encouraging you, will be helping you and trying and helping you to solve your technical problems even in the way, and help you for setting up your business. So mentor is really the first and important person that you are going to meet in our community, and as the person that guides you. I want you to take a look in life and see everywhere that you want to learn something, a skill, a specialty, you're having a kind of mentor. If you want to learn something athletic, you have a mentor, you have a teacher. If you want to learn drawing, you have a teacher. If you want to learn music, you have a teacher. It's all these mentors, the name is different. And the same is happening here in our business. And I want to say that it is very important that when you are starting a business, you have someone to back you up that has gone all of the way that you are going to start and go. Because in that way, you have confidence. You know that your mistakes are very less, and you, with the eyes of your mentor, how the mentor will show you the way, you will see the way. You will not walk in the darkness. And believe me, that is a very important factor when you are starting something that you are very new in it. So with this, I'm giving back to you, Katie.
Thank you so much, Loretta. Thank you. I completely agree that mentorship can save us so much time. Learning from someone who's already walked the path can make the journey much smoother. So, yes, now our next speaker is Saul. Unmute yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Hi, I'm Saul from North Carolina, USA. I am working as a hotel staff member while doing my online business. My topic today is why people get stuck alone. I believe many people stay stuck longer than necessary because they try to figure everything out by themselves. Being dependent is important, but there is a difference between independence and isolation. Independence means taking responsibility for your own growth, and isolation means refusing help and trying to solve every problem alone. When people are isolated, challenges often feel bigger than they really are. They may spend weeks or months trying to find answer that someone else could explain in a few minutes. And doubts become louder. Mistakes take longer to fix, and frustration can cause them to give up. Well, in my online business, I experienced this myself. When I first started creating content, I found it difficult. I didn't know what to post, how to share my story, or how to connect with my people online. If I had tried to do everything alone, I would have struggled much longer. Fortunately, I had access to training, mentors, and a supportive community. I learned from people who had already achieved results. Their guidance helped me avoid common mistakes and gave me confidence to keep moving forward. Back to you, Katie. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saul. That was such a great point. We all need support at different stages of life, and asking for help is actually a sign of strength, not a weakness. So let's move on to the next speaker, and she's Christine.
Thank you, Katie. Hello, everyone. My name is Christine. I am originally from the Philippines and now living in Alberta, Canada. I am a full-time working mom of three, and I'm working in a retail customer service industry. Today, I want to talk about why learning from other people's experiences is so important. Uh, the truth is, we don't have to figure everything out by ourselves. Every person has a story. We have different experiences. Every person has, we can learn something from every person. When we listen to others, we can learn lessons that may have taken them years to learn. That can save us a lot of time, mistakes, and frustrations. For me, I have learned a lot from other people. As a mom, I learn from other moms. At work, we learn from our colleagues, from people with more experience. And in business, we learn from our mentors and people who have already achieved what I want also to achieve. Their experiences will guide us. We don't have to start from zero because we can learn from what they have already discovered. That is why it is important to stay teachable. No matter our age or background, there is always something new to learn. The people who continued learning are often the people who continue growing. So today, I encourage everyone to keep an open mind. We have to listen more, ask questions, learn from people around you. Because one lesson, one conversation, or one piece of advice could make a big difference in our future. Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope this encourages you to keep learning and growing every day. To all who are watching us today, hope to see you inside our community. Back to you, Kathy.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you so much. Staying teachable, it's such an important quality. Every person we meet has something valuable we can learn from. And now it's time to go to our next speaker, Eileen.
Thank you, Kathy. And hello, everyone. Thanks again for watching us tonight. I'm Eileen. I live here in North Carolina, USA. Been here for more than 6 years now. And I'm a registered nurse working full time in a med surg unit, general surgery, and also a PRN in inpatient rehab, and also doing this side hustle online business as well. All right. So let me ask you this question first. When you are starting a business or something, do you have to know everything at once or face it alone? Well, the thing is, you don't have to figure everything out alone. But it looks like many people put too much pressure on themselves, and they believe they must have all the answers and must know exactly what to do before they begin. And as a result, they spend weeks, months, and even years waiting for perfect moment, perfect plan, and a perfect level of confidence. But the truth is, very few successful people started with everything already figured out. Also, progress doesn't come from knowing everything before you start. It comes from being willing to start even when you don't know everything, right? And most people learn while they are moving forward by asking questions, and most people learn by receiving guidance and support. If you remember, as we are always saying and telling you, there are mentors, communities, friends, and people who have already walked the path before us. So, learning from others is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of wisdom. So, again, the answer to the question that I mentioned earlier, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to be perfect and to figure everything out by yourself. Sometimes allowing yourself, or shall I say, allowing ourselves to learn from others is one of the strongest decisions that we can make, because growth becomes easier when support is available. That is true. All right, so that's all for me. Back to you, Kerry. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Eileen. Thank you. I think many people needed to hear that tonight. We don't have to have everything figure it out before we begin. Growth happens one step at a time. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that. And our last special speaker is Malu.
Thank you. Thank you, Katie. Special. Wow, I feel so special now. All right. Hello, everyone. If you are tuning in at 24 minutes of this live, my name is Malu. I'm here down the bottom, at the bottom of this photos here. So I'm based in Alberta, Canada, and I am originally, there you go. Thank you, Lois. I'm originally from the Philippines, and I'm currently admin manager and working as a part-time business owner, just like the other ladies here. So, in relation to the topic, the right environment changes people faster, I'm going to talk about accountability. Now, I have a question. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start Monday, and then the day came, but nothing really changed? Raise your hand. I'm guilty. I used to do that a lot, and I wake up early tomorrow, and then I'll work out. I'll get serious about my goals, and then tomorrow comes. Suddenly, my bed feels way more attractive than my plans. Okay, if you're hearing, that's my daughter. Okay, she's just showing her painting, and I'd say, okay, for sure, but no one knows your goals, so it becomes easy to delay, right? And then that's when I realized the power of accountability. No pressure, no judgment, but people who genuinely check in and ask, how's it going? Right? Like my team here. So this is an example of accountability. So people who celebrate small wins, like actually getting out of bed on time or so anything, right? And people who gently remind you that when you start drifting, like when you say you're working, but then you end up scrolling on reels for about half an hour, I realized something important, that motivation comes and goes based on feelings. Because some days you feel inspired, some days you're excited and ready to change everything, like after watching a motivational video late at night. But then the next day, when you're tired, you're stressed, of course, we all work, right? So you're not in the mood, and then the motivation disappears. So even simple tasks suddenly feel heavy. So, for example, you want to go on a diet or you plan to work out after work. But once you sit down for, say, 5 minutes, it somehow turns into the rest of the evening. That's why motivation alone isn't enough. But accountability builds consistency, and consistency is what creates real change. So I truly believe growth becomes faster when you are in an environment where people don't just listen to your goals, but they walk with you through them, right? Because accountability doesn't just inspire you, but it pushes you into action. All right. Thank you, Ketty. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Malu. Accountability truly helps turn goals into action. Sometimes having someone believe in us and encourage us can make all the difference. I love what was just shared, because I think many people can relate to that. Growth becomes so much easier when we surround ourselves with the right people and stay open to learning. What a wonderful discussion tonight. Thank you to everyone who shared their insights and experiences. If there is one thing I would love everyone to remember is this: the right environment can inspire you, the right mentor can guide you, the right community can encourage you, the right support system can help you grow faster than you ever imagined. Where you are today doesn't determine where you will be tomorrow. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep surrounding yourself with people who bring out the best in you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and God bless. Thank you.